The colonial period in American history, spanning from 1607 to 1776, marks the establishment and development of the 13 British colonies in North America. This era encompasses the founding of Jamestown, the growth of agriculture and trade, the emergence of self-governance, and the seeds of discontent that eventually led to the American Revolution. Let's explore this period in more detail. Jamestown and early settlements. The colonial period begins with the founding of Jamestown in Virginia in 1607. Jamestown was the first permanent English settlement in North America and served as a foothold for English colonization efforts. However, the early years were marked by hardship, including disease, food shortages, and conflicts with Native American tribes. Despite these challenges, Jamestown managed to survive and lay the foundation for future English settlements. New England colonies. In the early 17th century, English Puritans seeking religious freedom established settlements in what would become known as New England. The Pilgrims founded Plymouth Colony in 1620, while the Massachusetts Bay Colony was established in 1630. These colonies were characterized by a strong religious influence, communal living, and a focus on agriculture, fishing, and trade. The New England colonies also developed a system of self-government, with town meetings and the Mayflower Compact serving as early examples. Middle colonies. The middle colonies, including New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, were known for their diversity. These colonies attracted settlers from various European backgrounds, including English, Dutch, Swedish, and German. The middle colonies were characterized by fertile soil, which led to the development of a prosperous agricultural economy. They also became important centers of trade, with cities like New York and Philadelphia growing as commercial hubs. Chesapeake colonies. The Chesapeake colonies, primarily Virginia and Maryland, were founded for economic purposes. Virginia, in particular, was focused on the cultivation of tobacco, which became a significant cash crop and shaped the economy and society of the region. The Chesapeake colonies relied heavily on the labor of indentured servants and later turned to enslaved Africans for agricultural labor. The establishment of the House of Burgesses in Virginia in 1619 marked an early step towards representative self-governance. Southern colonies. The Southern colonies, including North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, had an agrarian economy centered around cash crops such as rice, indigo, and later, cotton. These colonies relied heavily on slave labor and developed a hierarchical society based on large plantations and an elite planter class. The cultivation of rice and indigo in South Carolina, in particular, played a significant role in shaping the economy and demographics of the region. Colonial economies and trade. Trade played a vital role in the colonial period, with the colonies exporting raw materials like tobacco, rice, indigo, lumber, and furs to England and other European powers. The Navigation Acts imposed by the British government restricted colonial trade to benefit England's economy. Despite these restrictions, illegal trade and smuggling flourished, allowing the colonies to bypass some of the limitations imposed on them. Colonial society and culture. Colonial society was diverse and varied, with different ethnic, religious, and social groups coexisting. The New England colonies had a strong religious influence, with Puritan values shaping the social and political landscape. Education was highly valued in New England, and towns established schools to ensure literacy and religious education. In the southern colonies, a hierarchical society based on wealth and social status emerged, with the planter class wielding significant power. Challenges and conflicts. The colonial period was not without its challenges and conflicts. The colonists faced conflicts with Native American tribes, such as the Powhatan Wars in Virginia and the Pequot War in New England. Additionally, tensions arose between the colonists and the British government over issues such as taxation, trade regulations, and the infringement of colonial rights. These conflicts set the stage for the eventual push for independence and the American Revolution. Seeds of revolution. By the mid-18th century, a sense of American identity and self-governance was growing among the colonists. The Enlightenment ideals of individual rights, liberty, and representative government influenced many colonists, and thinkers like John Locke and Thomas Paine advocated for the rights of the colonies. The French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763, which pitted Britain against France and their Native American allies, further deepened the tensions between the colonies and the British government. Road to independence. The years leading up to the American Revolution saw a series of events that heightened colonial grievances and fueled calls for independence. The Stamp Act of 1765, the Townshend Acts, the Boston Massacre, and the Tea Act all contributed to growing discontent among the colonists. The convening of the First Continental Congress in 1774 marked a significant step towards colonial unity and the demand for greater autonomy. In 1776, the Second Continental Congress declared independence, leading to the Revolutionary War. The colonial period of American history laid the foundations for the development of the United States. It shaped the social, economic, and political structures of the colonies, fostered a sense of American identity, and set in motion the events that would eventually lead to independence. Understanding this era helps us comprehend the complexities of early American society, the struggles faced by the colonists, and the formation of the ideals that underpin the nation today.